My career started when I was 20.
When he's leaving the gym.
When he's leaving the gym, he moves. Or if we're coming to places like Pub and Prime, he beats us up to the wall. At 22, I walked into a ESL classroom. I was a TA, and I wanted to be an English professor because I thought they were really cool. I was going to have a beard, patches here, and teach in the university. We had major things happen on our campus and in the town, and some folks came up to me after making a long, rousing speech and said, "You ought to come over to the communication department because you got these people really worked up." And I did. I changed my major, and I loved what I do. And my first job was University of Guam, and that was really fun. I was totally against the war that was going on, and I ended up teaching about 2 miles away from a major base. It was a B-52 base. But I left teaching after a number of years at Cal Poly, and you have different ranks, and you're tenured, but I had all that done. But I didn't get a raise one day, and all my colleagues says, "We will go and quit and tell them you're going to lose your faculty." We didn't get a raise for 1 year. I went in and I told my dean, I said, "I quit. If you can't pay me what I'm worth, I quit." He said, "Well, you're kidding." Now, none of my colleagues quit. So it was, I learned that when professors say things, they don't always mean them. But I had a business, a marketing business, and it allowed me to go around the world like I wanted to. I made much more money than I had the moral development to handle. But and we used to tell people you can go and live on the beaches, and I had to tell you that making money every day didn't seem to do it for me, and I found this job where I could teach, be involved in people's lives, and I met Marjane after I took that job. It was amazing. It was a blind date I was set up, and that was another career, becoming a husband, all right? It took a long time, 15 years, and then when we finally got married, Martha said, "Don't you ever hurt that woman or I'll get you." And Martha's
never forgot.
And Martha's a woman of her word. When I think of arguing with Marjane, I hope Martha doesn't hear about this. But it's been fun, and I'm going to go back and teach a couple of classes.
Sure. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, I've had a lot of fun. My story while I was teaching is I have a student from Vietnam, and it seems like so many of the students from other countries come to my class, and I have to tell you, he was in trouble all the time because his car would run into somebody and he'd lose a tooth, and we'd find someone. And I forget the final time we did go to court and get him out of a jam, but he said to Marjane, he said, if your husband ever dies, I will put my car in front of your house and I will never leave.
Now that was frightening. That is a little frightening.
Wow.
But teaching for me has just been a blast. Kind of like Steve recovering
Must be Milwaukee.
those folks out there. There are a lot of our students that need a lot of recovery work, and I think that sometimes we end up being people that end up taking them into adulthood because a lot of times their parents aren't doing the job, and our culture is doing everything they can to discourage it. So I'm still making speeches, but I am done in terms of full-time employment. And I will tell you, coming up here, it was really nice. One more thing, because Marjane told me, "You will love the folks up here." And I didn't know that in the beginning because Donnie taught me how to ski behind a boat that went altogether too fast. And I thought he was trying to kill me. But it's been wonderful. When the other day when Marjane said, "You know, that term, blood thicker than water," she said, "Jim, it means the exact opposite. It means the blood of the covenant of friends is thicker than the water of the womb, which gives it an opposite meaning that we think of. And I have to tell you that you guys, despite my basic temperament and need to be the center, all about Jim, have taken me in to be part of a family. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Done.
Good.